Hi everybody and big welcome to cEDh TV gameplay. Me and Pontus here as usual, here to showcase our hands and talk about our thought process while we're playing the game. With us also we have Joel.
Hello guys.
And LF Cruz.
Hello, hello.
So I'm playing Mardu Kaalia. I kind of like the new hoarding Brood Lord that can be found with Magda, but we can also put it into play with Kaalia, which is basically a better, different version than Rune-Scarred Demon, giving your spells convoke. And that's a cool way to combo off and win with Kaalia. Kaalia is basically a fast turbo Mardu deck in general, that's just tricking big demons and dragons into play.
I'm playing Moist Jund, or Ikra Kraum. It's just Grixis plus green, therefore the moist part. Basic package with like Calling the Weak, Calling Ritual, Elvish Spirit Guide, and those cards.
Tivit is a commander that gives you both card draw and ramp in the command zone. He can also give you an extra turn if you run a card like Time Sieve, and he runs the normal Tassas Oracle and Demonic Consultation line.
Hey guys, so today I'm playing Dargo Thrasios. So this is a Hulk deck. So the idea is to cheat Hulk into play and then sacrifice it with Dargo, so our opponents cannot really interact with that. And the pile that we get is just to simply to generate infinite mana. So either it's going to be the Tavern Scoundrel with the Frenetic Freed with the protection from Sylvan Safekeeper, and then we have of course Underworld Breach combo as well, so we can just bring freeze our opponents.
Now let's take a look at some opening hands.
One land and no early game ramp. No, this isn't keepable. Let's go to our second 7. Another land and no ramp doesn't feel good either. If we had like a mana, then we could have turned 1 wheel, which I love to do, but not this hand sadly. Go to 6. Heuristic Study would be great if we had like a ramp card, either a Soul Ring or a Mana Crypt or any early. So we will go to 5. Turn to Arcane Signet I feel is a little bit late, so let's go to 4. We are really unlucky today guys. We will actually gamble down to 3. This hand would have been even better if we had a land, but we can go for a Mystical Remora plan by just keeping Chromox here, exiling a card like a Mystical Tutor. Yeah, I think this hand has to do it sadly. I kept a 3.
So this first 7 is actually quite interesting. So we have a Dragon Rage Channeler and we have a Vamp Tutor. Like the cards in this deck, few of them are so powerful. You can draw into something and then use Vamp Tutor to synergize with that something very easily. Like we can find, if we draw let's say a really big expensive spell, we can use Vamp Tutor to find Dockside here. And with Dragon Rage Channeler, we could sit and like control a tiny bit, surveil here and there what we're drawing. So this feels definitely like a hand you could absolutely keep. But however, it's also not playing that proactive game plan. It's more of a reactive game plan. We're putting Dragon Rage Channeler into play and then trying to surveil a little bit here and there to figure out what you're going to do. It's a hand I kind of want to keep, but I know that we can get so much stronger hands from this. I am going to be a little bit greedy here and actually Mulligan this in the end. Like this just got great. So we have Ragavan, Chromox, Praetor's Grasp, 2 lands and a Grim Monolith. We have 0 interaction, but we have a lot of speed. This is a lot stronger. Oh, actually, hold on. We do have a spot removal. It's a very strange portable hole. Exile target non-land permanent and opponent controls with mana value 2 or less until portable hole leaves the battlefield. That's actually kind of good. I like it. So we have some interaction, like a very strange interaction, and we have a value, ramp, a tutor. Yeah, we're keeping this.
Pretty good. Gemstone. I could pitch Brain Freeze here for Gemstone, but that feels wrong, right? Yeah, I'm keeping it for 7. Definitely. Gonna have fish there. Hopefully it will resolve, but at least it's just we have some ramp. Yeah, I think that's good.
Land doesn't cast Dork, just 1 land. Mox Opal will be very, very hard to get online. This is a Mulligan. This hand is really cute, but it's never gonna work. If it was a colored land, I would consider it because it turned to Calling Ritual into this pod. Probably it's pretty big, but we don't have any payoff in our hand. We don't actually have the mana for the Calling Rit right now, so yeah, not gonna keep this. So this is a turn 2 Kraum. We have a Time Twister and Necropotence. Those are kind of the 2 worst outlets for us though. Going turn 2 Kraum into turn 3 Twister or turn 3 Necro. Both of those are pretty bad. We do draw into things while doing that, so it's not the worst thing, but this isn't good enough to keep, in my opinion. I'm going to 5. While not amazing, I think this 5 is better. Turn 1 Ragavan, we have a Wheel of Misfortune to try and wheel, probably. Probably keep the wheel, we probably keep Mindbreak Trap. I think the question is, do we keep a Rite of Flame or a land? We're keeping Ragavan, we're keeping Wheel of Fate. Force of Will is always going. Mindbreak Trap is something we always keep. So the question becomes, do we keep a Rite of Flame or a land? I actually think we're keeping a Rite of Flame. We can draw lands easier than Rite of Flames, and we have turn 2 wheel either way. So yeah, Forbidden Orchard is kind of awkward. That's not the land we really want to have, but it's 5 colors. That's good.
Boseiju into the exile.
I guess I will start then. Draw a card. Chromox. Exiling this Mystical Tutor. Then I would like to tap it for a turn 1 fish. Have 1 card in hand. Pass my turn.
Mons, I'm not feeding fish.
You're not feeding fish, Pontus. Did you just say that?
That's what I just said, yes. Just putting it out there, I'm not feeding it.
So we could feed the fish. We could also remove the fish with our portable hole. It will give him a card though. So we would basically put land into play, cast portable hole, remove it, make him draw a card, and that would basically kill Jewel. However, we can also just put Ragavan into play and delay our game plan for a while. Chromox can come into play whenever we want to, it's 0 mana cost. Jewel is already kind of dead. We don't really need to interact with the guy. He's on 1 card in his hand, and that card is not a land, by the way, because he didn't put that land into play. So I guess I'm gonna play slower, because we're actually not really doing anything with the Chromox yet. We could still turn 3 Praetor Scraps, no, turn 2 Praetor Scraps, so to say, with this, even without the Chromox, just with Ragavan itself. Ragavan and pass the turn.
Draw for turn. There is a fish there. Tivit player does not have any cards in hand. I don't want to really feed that fish. I'm gonna definitely play my fish. I'm thinking, well, the carpet, definitely I'm not playing it because there's no point to just reveal we have a carpet. There are no islands into play yet. But I'm considering to play this Mox Diamond here. How it is important to have this. I don't think we're gonna see a wheel anytime soon. So maybe I just hold that, play my fish, and that's it. First, I'm gonna play this Exotic Orchard. Hope you don't draw a mental misstep. That would be really bad.
No mental misstep for me.
Go to my turn. Land for turn will be a Forbidden Orchard. I will tap it to cast Ragavan. Spirit can go to you, Cruz. And after Ragavan, I'll pass the turn.
I will pay for the fish. Then I would like to play this land tapped. Pass the turn.
I don't like that Forbidden Orchard, Pontus. Use someone I can attack. So I'm attacking with my Ragavan at Jewel, punching the guy that is lying down.
No blocks. You get a City of Traitors.
That's a little bit sad, but I guess you wanted that.
Oh yeah.
I get a treasure though, and I play a Wooded Foothills, sacrifice that immediately, finding a Plateau, cast Chromox, printing Necromancy on it, so it taps for black. Then I am casting my commander by sacrificing the treasure Kaalia of the Vast. And then I pass the turn.
Okay, I'm gonna untap my upkeep. I will pay for the fish and draw my card for turn. And then I will play the Stygallen for turn, Bloom Tender. So I pass the turn.
Move to combat. Monster 2. Do you want to trade?
I am not going to trade. I take 2 and I will flip into a Tainted Pact.
Tainted Pact is a card. Play a Polluted Delta land for turn. I would like to fetch. Keep probe targeting LF Cruise. You may both draw. That's a kind of funny draw. The snap here is really cute because we can bounce Kaalia on a wheel. It really sucks that the wheel isn't a hard wheel, but a Wheel of Misfortune. So we actually don't want to storm too hard into the fishes because they just don't wheel. Crew's hand was pretty bad. If I were him, I would just wheel. Of course, he'll draw at least 2 more cards, so maybe that changes, but I don't think so. I don't think Kaalia is actually that scary. I'm considering also just bouncing the Bloom Tender. I think Kaalia is the scarier one, especially if he gets a fresh hand. This Wheel of Misfortune is actually kind of interesting because I think unless Cruz draws well or you will actually has the nuts in hand, I think they both want to wheel, which means all of us want to wheel, which is always a bit awkward. I think overall my best value play here is just casting my hand and wheeling, even though that's a bit awkward, but I don't have any other plans. I can't even Rite of Flame into Kraum. Tap 2, give Cruz another spirit to snap the Kaalia. You may both draw.
I have no response to this except why confused. Oh, I guess no. That's just feeding fish. Putting it back to me. She goes back to my hand.
I know. I dislike it as well, but it's part of my plan. Tap Forbidden Orchard, give Cruz another spirit to cast this Rite of Flame. You can both draw a card. Rite of Flame resolves. I'll use the 2 red, tap that to cast this Wheel of Misfortune. You can both draw.
This just lined up perfectly together with the snap. So sad.
I will not draw.
Okay, let's choose number. Okay, so reveal your numbers on 3. 1, 2, 3. Oh. Okay, the people who choose the highest number wheel and take that much damage. The person who chooses the lowest takes no damage and doesn't wheel. And the people in the middle wheel but doesn't take damage. So me and you will each take 15 damage and wheel. Mons will wheel and the Cruz will not wheel. So, post wheel, I will... Yeah, that's the play. Cast this Mox Diamond, not paying for fish. Pitching this Scalding Tarn. Cast this Mox Opal, not paying for fish. Tap Mox Opal for a blue. Sacrifice the treasure afterwards for a red. Tap this for a green. Cast a Time Twister, not paying for fish. Time Twister resolves. Exile this Simian Spirit Guide for red. I'll use the red to cast a Rite of Flame. You can both draw. Rite of Flame resolve. I'll use the 2 red to cast this Talisman of Creativity. You may both draw. Then I'll pass.
Actually considering keeping my fish, so I will pay 2 and then I will draw. I'm gonna play this land, Mox Opal. You may draw. Will feed my fish brother a little bit more. I will play a Mox Diamond and I will reveal this Polluted Delta, discarding it to graveyard. After that, I'm gonna pass.
I'm gonna go to my turn, untap and draw a card. Play this Vault Champions. So we could potentially cast and resolve. Oh, cast. Resolve is a big word here right now. But cast, Peer into the Abyss. We have Dark Ritual, Dockside. We have a lot of stuff. That's great. It's looking good, guys. However, the 2 fishes have just gotten wheeled and then feeded a tiny bit. So there's a great chance there's interaction. There's even mana open for from the Tivit player. We have a Ranger Captain of Eos in our hand. So better play here, I think, is to cast the Captain. Actually, I think we're gonna cast the Dockside and then go for the win next turn. Unless it's wheeled again, so to say. If I get my Ranger into play, I can interact with the Ranger, but I can also protect my win on my next turn. I'm casting a Dockside Extortionist.
I pass.
Dockside ETB. I will gain 8 treasures. That's a very big account. I'm gonna need to use one of them. Cast a Ranger Captain of Eos here.
I pass.
Ranger Captain ETB.
I'm gonna tap 3 and flash in an opposition agent.
That's sad. So yeah, I have no response to that. Ranger Captain is a May, so I'm gonna neglect to use it. So I'm not searching out anything with the Ranger Captain here.
Fair enough.
In that case, I'm using the remaining all but 1 treasure. So I have 1 treasure left. 6 mana to cast Kaalia from the command zone and paying taxes. Combat, Ragavan is actually going at Pontus this time.
No blocks. Take 2. Exile a Calling Ritual.
Oh, oh.
If only you attacked before casting Kaalia.
I get a treasure from that, and then I pass the turn.
On top. Yeah, so in our upkeep, we have a fish trigger. So we have so many lands. Sylvan Library that is quite slow. LED that doesn't do anything. Frenetic Efreet's combo piece doesn't do anything here. We cannot get the other combo that we have with Frenetic Efreet with the Green Sun Zenith. Also, there is a Oppo agent. So this hand, even though we have a lot of cards, this hand doesn't do anything. We don't even have interaction to stop others. So I'm gonna just pay for fish to get some interaction here, or maybe just a Dockside would be amazing here. So yeah, that's why I'm gonna pay for fish with these 2 lands to draw. Yeah, I'm gonna play this Spire Garden, land for turn, Gilded Drake.
Pass on Gilded Drake.
ETB, I'd like to have that Oppo agent. I'm going to tap for Bloom Tender for 3, Sultai. 1, I'm gonna play Birds of Paradise. Let it go. This other mana. Move to my discard. I have 9 cards in hand.
Move to my turn. Tap a black to cast this Dark Ritual. Yeah, you may both draw. Dark Ritual resolves. Tap to use the 3 floating, cast a Crown. So, Cruz, since I gave you those spirits, you won't block, right?
Oh,
we're friends, right?
I promise I will not block your crown. I promise you.
Ah.
I really like how you worded that not promise to block part with a very important detail in it as well.
I'll just pass my turn.
I will let my fish die. Draw a card. Okay, I will play this Vault of Champion. And after that, I will cast my commander, Tivit. No response to Tivit. Alright, ETB. I will choose 2 treasures.
Clue.
And Clue.
Clue.
Play a Lotus Petal. You may draw. And after that, I'm gonna pass my turn.
I am going to go to my turn, untap and draw a card. I am going to fire off Ranger Captain.
Pass priority, or cannot do anything about it.
Me neither.
So casting, I'm actually going to cast Dress Down here, and I cannot think I need to explain my thought process. So here now, monsters cracking the range captain. That probably means that either he already has a response for the op agent, which I will be deactivating with Dress Down, or he wins through it either way, which Dress Down might stop. Not all demons needs to search, so it could be that he just has a demon that doesn't need to search. So while casting Dress Down here, removing the op agent from Mons seems kind of sus. I actually think it's the right call, just because he actually cracked the Ranger Captain, which to me means that he has a response to the stacks on board. Could I be wrong? Yes. Might I die because I cast it? Yes. But I'm going to cast it. Let's learn together, shall we? So in response to the crack of Range Captain, I will give Elf Cruz another spirit to cast this Dress Down.
I have no response to Dress Down. I'm gonna pass on Dress Down.
Dress Down resolves. ETB, I would like to draw a card.
And after Dress Down resolves, Ranger Captain also resolves. So from this point forward, my opponent can't cast non-creature spells. And my Kaalia doesn't really do anything either, by the way. Casting Dark Ritual, gaining 3 black mana. And I'm using that to cast a pair into the Abyss. I have 1 treasure left remaining, and I have a land drop after this. Here into the Abyss resolves, I have 82 cards in my hand, so I'm gonna draw 41, and I'm going down to healthy 18 life. That's a lot of life. So we have currently 45 cards in our hand. We're gonna begin by playing a land drop, Command Tower. We're gonna exile this monkey, it's a really cool monkey, for a red mana. We're gonna use that red mana to cast Rite of Flame. Now a fun part with Rite of Flame is that it looks at all graveyards. So there is actually a Rite of Flame from Pontus Graveyard, as you can see. So my Rite of Flame actually generates 3 red mana here. Then I'm gonna cast a Lotus Petal, sacrifice this treasure to cast this Sol Ring. So the combo we're gonna go for is Dual Caster Mage and Twin Flame, and then go into attack and kill everyone with an infinite 2/2s. However, there's a Dress Down in play, and Dress Down is making my Dual Caster Mage into nothing. However, Dress Down is blue. After sacrificing this, tapping this, and tapping this, we have enough mana to cast this combo, but also cast a red Elemental Blast on the Dress Down, destroying it. So we will begin by destroying the Dress Down, and then I'm casting Twin Flame on, let's go, Dockside, but then it's never really gonna resolve because I'm gonna cast a Dual Caster Mage in response to the Twin Flame, targeting the Twin Flame. So the Dual Caster Mage comes into play, casts Twin Flame, this time targeting the Dual Caster Mage that is targeting the original Twin Flame, and I can repeat this loop. And now that we have a lot of Dual Caster Mage, we're gonna highlight them all and attack. Weren't able to mass attack, but attack and win. GG's, Mardu wins.
Okay, so I think we drew a lot of cards this game, but I don't know, for some reason, I don't know if it is the deck, the construction, felt that we never had it. We didn't have enough interaction. We did not have, just like a combo, a fast combo. So I'm not sure if there is something wrong with the deck or we just got a bit unlucky, but we drew a lot of cards and in the end we just lost.
Yeah, and then we should probably have removed that Range Captain, so good game.
Yeah, it was a little bit sad that our Oppo agent got stolen because we would have tutored for like Toxic Deluge or something like that, but it was a great game anyway, and glad to see Mardu wins.
Ranger Captain, really good. I wouldn't have won without it.